Shalom uvracha. Shalom and blessings. It's time once again for Ivrit. So Talmidim, ma nishma? What do you hear lately? Are you hearing Ivrit? I hope that you're able to use some of your Ivrit in classes together or even in your home to speak it. Today I'm calling you to Ha'azinu. Ha'azinu is the name of our Torah portion, and Ha'azinu also means give ear. So Talmidim, as we begin Ivrit today, Ha'azinu, give ear. We have a very short verse that begins the portion Ha'azinu. It has in it only 7 words. So let's begin by reading Deuteronomy 32, verse 1. Ha'azinu Hashemayim ve'adavera ve'tishma ha'aretz imrei pi. Here we see that Moshe is calling ha'aretz ve'hashemayim, the 2 witnesses, the land and the heavens, to ha'azinu, give ear. So repeat after me for the first line. Ha'azinu hashemayim ve'adabera. Ha'azinu hashemayim ve'adabera means give ear the heavens and I will speak. The second line, ve'tishma ha'aretz imrei pi. Ve'tishma comes from the Hebrew word shma, or listen, or attend to. So Moshe is calling ha'aretz, the earth, to listen and give heed. You repeat after me. Ve'tishma ha'aretz imrei pi. And it means, listen, the land, what I am speaking from my mouth, or the sayings of my mouth. Now, as we've been learning Hebrew, we've been learning to recognize prefixes, letters that come before words that have a specific meaning, such as ha before a word meaning the. And we've been looking at suffixes, such as cha or echaf at the end of a word meaning your. Did you remember that a vav with the sound o means his at the end of a word? Well, today in our Torah portion Ha'azinu, I would like to introduce one more pronoun. It appears as a suffix and it appears as the letter yud. You will notice in the second line of our Hebrew this week, we see the word imrei, and it means the sayings of. Many times when a yud follows a Hebrew word, it means possession. So, imrei pi would mean the sayings of my mouth. Let's take a look at another example of this in our related words for this week. Look down toward the bottom before we begin at the beginning of the list. We have ozen haman as the last related word. It's also shown as oznei haman. Ozen haman means ear Haman, and it's the cookie that we eat during Purim. But to pronounce it correctly in Hebrew, we would have to add the yud at the end of the word. This means of, or showing possession. So when we say oznei Haman, it literally means the ears of Haman. So let's start at the beginning of our related words and come back to this again. The first related word is azan, and it means listen or give ear, from ha'azinu. Next we have ozen, which is one ear, and aznaim, which are ears plural. Remember, a yud mem sofit at the end of a word means plural. Ozen is one ear, and aznaim are 2. Ha'azin leradio means to listen to the radio. Did you sound that out? Leradio? Next we have headphone. It is pronounced aznit rosh. We have a phrase from the scriptures next. Ears they have, but hear not. And it's pronounced aznaim, which means ears, lahem velo ishma'u. Again, we have ishma'u from the word shma. The scripture is saying that they have ears, but they don't give heed. They don't obey. Lo ishma'u. And we've ended back up with Oznei Haman, Haman's ears. So you can add to your list that many times when you find a yud at the end of a word, it gives you a clue that it's showing possession. Let's look again at our scripture for today, Deuteronomy 32, verse 1. Ha'azinu hashamayim ve'adabera ve'tishma ha'aretz imrei pi. Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak. O hear, the earth, the sayings of my mouth. Well, Talmidim, next week will be our last week to study together. And I have been very proud of you, Talmidei, my students. Keep up your good work, keep reading and studying, and I'll see you next week for the concluding portion of Vizot HaBracha. Litrot!